What is good, everybody, and welcome back to another trade recap. So, got a lot to explain to do. It's been a minute, I know. I haven't been trading my best in these recent past weeks. NASDAQ has been on this type of different timing. It's been disgusting. I took 2 losses maybe 3 weeks ago, and it really hurt. I'm gonna be honest, completely transparent with you guys. Completely hurt my psychology, and then after then, I was really afraid to take anything else I saw, leading me to not trade. Last week we had 2 good setups that I faded, and I didn't take them. I'm reading, this book that I've been keeping you guys posted with on my TikTok, and it's really good. It's really helped my psychology, really helped me learn about responsibility, about consistency, about how this game is supposed to be risky, how this game is supposed to be play with your mind, but the ones that actually succeed are the ones that actually end up making the most amount of money. And I've been learning a lot about that and learning a lot from it, reflecting myself, my past trades, and I went into each trading day better and stronger until this week Alpha Futures ended up having some problems with Tradeovate. Haven't been able to trade my accounts, got really discouraged, so I bought 2 Tradeify evals, passed them yesterday, so I thought. Then apparently microscoping rule ended up frying them. I made too much of them, so now I have to match that. And went in really discouraged because that was my plan B. Now here I am, I took this W trade to kind of help me put me back in a better position. Didn't take these on the funded though, that's number one. Because I'm still, I didn't take these on the funded because I'm still waiting for Alpha Futures to update my winning days, update my my data on those accounts. I had 4 winning days, 1 left, 1 for a payout. 4 winning days on 2 accounts, and then 1 with 0 winning days left and eligible for a payout. And yeah, I reset everything like the 5, so I'm waiting for that. Also, the DAC has been really, really weird recently, really choppy. Today was super choppy, but this ended up presenting itself specifically for evals, and I'll explain this trade in a second with this trade recap. But gonna be trading Asia session now with my funded accounts. Gonna be trading Asia session, been back testing them, or not back testing, forward testing. Wait, let me show you the screenshot from yesterday. If I have it, I posted on my story. Here it is, right here. This super clean Asia session trade continuation model, easy 600 700 bucks there, and that's how you get your accounts passed. And my camera's about to die, so let's get straight into this. First of all, this is an eval trade, right? This is an eval trade, not hiding the fact that this is an eval trade. I could care less. Let me show you guys the P&L. This is ridiculous. Look at this. So I made around $3.5 thousand in this trade on my 2 evals. Look at this. And look at the balance, bro. This is actually ridiculously stupid right now, bro. This balance is insane. But if you go here, look how much I'm up on these accounts, boys, together. 20K. That's insane. And look at the win rate, 15%. And this is because yesterday when I saw that I made too much, I started spamming micros. Look, where is it? Where did it count as today? Yeah, last night I started spamming micros. Look, $6, $6, $3. Started spamming micros to see if I could easily, maybe that will fix it, but it didn't. But yeah, here's the trade I ended up taking. Look, the executions are here on TradeC. Very interesting platform. Definitely just going to still keep trading on TradingView and just have this open on the other window to enter. But let's go straight into this trade. Let's go straight into this trading day and see why did I end up with these bugs, bro. Damn. Why did I end up trading, taking this trade? So coming into the day, extremely bullish in my opinion. I was extremely bullish. Why? Because we had this accumulation below us. We had this unfilled 30-minute. I'm pretty sure that we were creating, unfilled 30-minute. We had a hourly too. Yeah, this hourly DOL. But what did we do? Pre-market, we ended up taking out this DOL, and we ended up already tapping into this discounted 15-minute to take that 930 Judas off open to get these highs. Maybe come up here. ES was also really correlated with these highs. They had equal highs up here. So overall, it's pretty bullish until we came into the day and we ended up just swooping those highs straight up 8%. Wow, I gotta rush this, bro. This is so unfortunate. Until we ended up, sweeping out this hourly. And I was like, okay, if we're going to be truly bullish, maybe, New York opens, we close above this hourly and we still have that bullish bias. But unfortunately, we did not do that. And we ended up kind of wicking. And yeah, we kind of ended up on ES. We were completely uncorrelated. ES was extremely bullish. And at this point, I was not looking to trade, not going to lie, So what did I see to take these shorts, right? On the 15-minute, we opened up this big ass leg, right? We're displacing lower. Now I completely switched bullish. Now I have this hourly below. I'm like, okay, cool. Maybe I could see some displacement out of this. Fortunately, we tapped into that and we didn't get anything. But what did we do? We created a premium 15-minute. We created a continuation model. And I'll explain this in a second. 8% still. Okay, cool. But I'm literally playing against this battery dying. So why didn't I take this 5-minute short, right? I'm looking for shorts now, right? We tapped into this hourly. It looks like we're displacing lower. ES has so much momentum to go lower. We have this not really key sell side, but we have some sell side over here. We have this sell side here. Low time frame, it looks like we're generating LR to the sell side, so maybe catch a little cute trade. But why am I not taking this straight out this first 5-minute? Why am I not doing that? Why? Because we have this premium 5-minute up here, right? If I'm gonna take this kind of discretionary trade, I'm gonna wait for at least a mitigation of this range level, right? Which kind of aligns with this 5-minute. So if I'm gonna see price go lower, I'm gonna want to see it to tap into this 5-minute. Also, what's our sponsored move? Our sponsored move is this 15-minute that we created, right? And in this 15-minute, this is our sponsored move, right? This 15 minutes just send us lower. But on the 5-minute chart, our leg, our P array for this should be this 5-minute up here, this discount, this premium 5-minute instead of the discount. Because you take this discount right here, right? You have an easy stop hunt to come up higher and go, right? More than likely, if you take a 5-minute and you get some kind of imbalance out of it, you're gonna get a stop hunt. Price is gonna come up to this 5-minute. And you may miss out on some trades like this, but I promise you in the long run, it's so much better if you just wait for this premium 5-minute up here than, taking the discounted one and getting stop hunt, or taking the discounted one and it, plays out in your favor. Maybe you have a strong draw on like conviction on your draw on liquidity that's going to get hit, whatever. But more than likely, you're going to always want to wait for this 5 minutes to get hit, right? So as I said, what did I do? I waited for this 5-minute to get hit. Boom, boom, right here. And out of that, we created this nice 1-minute IFEG, right? Unfortunately, I really wish this IFEG closed straight below into one, like a nice V-shaped recovery. But unfortunately, we didn't. And, we ended up chopping a little bit. But we still got that strong close and showed displacement through it, right? We're not, printing wicks, higher, wicking around. No, we're still strongly showing that we're displacing lower. You can see that we have nice rejection out of this 5-minute here. This was also some kind of OTE level. I was on the call with my friend because I got bored of this price. So I called him, whatever. And he called out that there was an OTE level for a point of reversal at 883. And like he said, it reversed. So this just confluence just aligned with it. So it's premium 5-minute, 1-minute IFEG. Now this trade, in my opinion, was not A+, but it was still A rated. Why? Because these are my favorite kind of break-even points, 5-minute fair value gaps. 5-minute fair value gaps are my favorite kind of break-even points. Because if price truly wants to be bullish, we come down to this 5-minute and we get break-even at best, right? And we reverse off of that. But if we're truly going to be bearish, we tap into this 5-minute and we show true displacement through it. That's what makes this trade A rated, in my opinion, out of all the other confluences, is that 5-minute break-even point. Still, like I said, not really strong drawn liquidity. Also, at this point, look at ES, completely uncorrelated. Looks like we're going for this 930 high. So this was more, like I said, of a riskier trade, in my opinion, right? Usually, that's why I didn't want to take it on my funded accounts. Also, too, at this point up here, I was like not trading my funded accounts. I wanted to wait for Asia session, and I needed to, take an eval trade to hopefully make that, profit so I can pass these accounts, bro. So ended up taking this, got break even at the 5-minute. And we saw some reaction off of this level of the 5-minute. We didn't close completely through it, but we showed nice rejection through it. Wasn't worried about this 1-minute. I told my friend on call, I was like, yo, this is probably gonna be nice. If we're gonna be bearish, we'll respect this and we'll go lower. And I wanted to see a close below the CISD to be more confident. And what do we get? Boom, complete close right here, right there, boom. And that was the trade. That's the trade that made me around $7,000 on my evals. Like I said, DOL wasn't the strongest. It was literally just some sell side down here. Confluence is A+ though. I call this the 930 PO3 continuation. Drew it up here. Where is it? Right? So as you see, we come into the day. What do? Right? We have accumulation and we manipulate higher into this hourly. I know this doesn't look like a hit, but if you go on NQ chart, 5%. Okay, gotta hurry. If you go on NQ, you can see we tapped into that hourly gap right there. We can see we wicked it. So we wicked that hourly gap, right? So what do? Accumulate high time frame manipulation, right? To the hourly, also sponsored by there's a 15-minute intermediate high, so internal high. So I gotta stop saying intermediate. It's internal high. 15-minute internal high. We swept it on NQ, not on M1Q, but NQ is obviously the better pair. And as you see, we had the distribution leg, right? We had the distribution, but we didn't, complete the move because we still had the sell side here. So we had this distribution leg, then that continuation until the 15-minute, 5-minute, and boom, still distributed. So This is called, like I said, 930 PO3 continuation model. 930 PO3 continuation model. Well, I'm super like against the clock right now, but that is basically the trade I took. Like I said, my psychology has not been the best. I'm keeping it 100. I still think I'm going to be able to get this payout by the end of July. These next 2 payouts. I'm still fully confident in this, and I'm just super excited to see where this book and this journey of trading takes me. With this trade, it kind of helped me boost my confidence because it tells me that, you know, your model works, bro. Your model isn't the problem. It's your psychology. And I'm just going to continue going into each trading day with the open mind, you know, keeping my head high, great psychology, and just continue to smack trades like these, you know. This was a beautiful day, in my opinion, for NASDAQ. Really happy about this trade. And like I said, looking forward to see how the rest of this month goes. Hopefully, we still get good price action. I'm also going to keep you guys updated on this Asia session trading. I'm really excited to trade Asia session. I think it's going to be great. And yeah, I'm just going to go enjoy the rest of my day. Hopefully, England beat Argentina. Going to play paddle with my friends later. And, you know, trade Asia session, bro. I'm just super excited, man. Like, I can't let this stuff get into my head because that's where you fail, right? There's a reason why 99% of the people fail in trading. And I promise you guys, I'm not going to be one of those 99%. I'm going to make this shit work no matter what. So, once again, here's the trade. Beautiful trade. I hope you guys, you know, trade is safe. Hope you guys have been keeping safe in these markets. And I hope to catch you guys hopefully later this week too with an Asia session trade. Love and appreciate you guys for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next one.